Hello everyone, if you're on this video, you probably already have set up your temperature sensor and your devices in the Orisha app. Now we're down to linking the two together, so telling Orisha what it should do with your devices based on temperature. To do so, all you have to do is go to the left panel. If you don't see the left panel, you should have a blue circle at the top left. Click on it, and then you should have the settings option and then click on program. When you get on the temperature, the programs page, the first program is a temperature program. To add a temperature program, you can click on the plus here. You'll see a few things appear. What I'll focus on right now is what sets Orisha apart from other systems. There are a lot of other automation systems that act like a bona fide thermostat. So let's say that you want a good temperature for your tomatoes. You might want to tell the system that you want your heater to start at 72, you want your fans to turn on at 78, you want your roll-ups to open at 20% when it's 76 degrees and 100% when it's 82 degrees. A lot of things to set up, and even more changes when the temperature outside is different, and it's a lot of back and forth to this program to change it. Where Orisha is really different is that all you have to tell Orisha is what you want your ideal greenhouse temperature to be. So if we're working with a mean temperature. So what I tell Orisha is that I want a mean temperature of 75 degrees during the day, and Orisha is going to try to keep your temperature as close as possible to 75 degrees during a sunny day. So turning on your heating when it gets below 75, and turning on your venting, be it fans or openings, when it gets above 75. So you don't have to tell Orisha when you want your device to start. All you have to say is what is the ideal temperature for your plants. And so you have to tell a mean temperature for the night, morning, and the day, but you can also tell a different temperature for when it's sunny, partly cloudy, and cloudy. And so you can have a temperature that adapts to the amount of sunlight that your plants get. Um, if you don't want to work with a mean temperature, you can also work with an interval, meaning that you can set up a minimum and a maximum temperature, and Orisha is going to try to stay between those two temperatures. If you're not sure where to start, I would recommend going with the mean temperature. It's just easier one number to put in. If you know what's the ideal temperature for your plants, that's the closest you can be just by putting that ideal temperature in any of the places here, like night, morning, and day. And yeah, at this point, once that is done, you're pretty much good to go. If you're not sure what to put as values, Orisha already puts in default values for all light scenarios. So sunny, partly cloudy, cloudy, night, morning, day. So if you're not sure where to start, you can start with this. This is a really good starting point to keep your plants healthy and thriving. So you can start with this, and you can always make changes later. Once you've entered your temperature, the only thing you have to tell Orisha after is what you want your ventilation priority to be. So this applies only if you have fans, like exhaust fans, and openings. If you just have fans or if you just have openings, this is not going to change anything for you. But let's say you have both of those types of venting devices, you can tell Orisha which one you want to start first. So if you choose this one, your fans are going to start first if it gets too hot. And then if the fans are not enough, you're going to have the openings that are going to progressively open to cool down the greenhouse. In the second option, if it gets too hot, what Orisha is going to do is open the openings first. And if the openings are not enough, then it's going to turn on the fan to cool down the greenhouse. The last option is a little bit of both, meaning that it depends on the outside temperature, what Orisha is going to do with your devices. Orisha always know what's the outside temperatures because it looks at the weather online. So if it knows that it's below 60 degrees outside, it's going to prioritize your fan just so that the air that's coming in the greenhouse is not pushed directly on your plants. So you don't want air that's below 60 degrees to be in contact with your plants directly. And if outside the greenhouse it's hotter than 60 degrees, it's going to prioritize your openings, so your roll-ups, for example, just because they bring a bigger air volume in. That's going to cool down your greenhouse more efficiently. If you have heating stages, we're going to talk about it in another video. But for now, all you have to do to get a really good starting point is just to click save. And there you have it. You have a great programs to keep your plants healthy.